I wanted to do this video today to talk about a theme that I notice has been coming up among some of my coaching clients, and that is this desire to feel lighter. And for those who've been on the body acceptance path a bit more, who've maybe been in this area of, fat acceptance, there is a part of them that starts to say, but am I not now, denying this new acceptance of a bigger body if I have this desire to be thinner? Like, aren't they contradictory? And what I'm going to say to that is, no, I don't see them as contradictory. And here's why. Firstly, it's really this desire to feel lighter. That's different than wanting to lose weight. For example, if you've noticed, certain emotions have a weight to them. So when you're having emotions where you feel happier, you feel more open or joyful, those feel lighter. And when you're experiencing those emotions, everything seems better, including your body. Your body tends to feel lighter when you're in general feeling lighter. Now, same goes for heavier emotions. So if you're feeling emotions like sadness or anger or worry or anxiety, those feel heavier. You feel the results of that. It literally weighs you down. You're likely to feel heavier in your body. You're likely to view everything else that's going on in your life through that, negative lens. Our natural state, the state that we come into in this world when we're born, is one of more neutrality, of openness, of okayness, of lightness. Now we have experiences of different emotions, of different vibration levels, of different heaviness pass through us, but they pass through and then we return to this more neutral state. Now, if you're older, you've been experiencing for a long time a heavier state, that doesn't mean that you can't move into a lighter state again. There's just some stuff to look at in there. But the point of this being is that our natural state is one of well-being. In fact, you're well already right now. Underneath any feelings, emotions, or circumstances or thoughts that are going on in your mind, that's actually on the surface. Underneath that is the well-being that you came into this world with. And so we have this natural desire to feel that and to want to return to that. So it makes a lot of sense that you would want to lighten up your body when the body's feeling heavy. And so we are told then, of course, to focus on weight loss. And you've done this. You've spent years doing this. You know what that's all about. But if it really worked long-term, sustained, where you literally just were able to now live the life of your dreams and do what you want, then we would all be doing it and you wouldn't be here watching this video because it didn't work, because it's not sustainable long-term, and because focusing on losing the physical weight from your body is not actually the thing that you're desiring. What you're actually desiring is to feel better internally. And you don't need to focus on weight loss in order to get there. It's just about focusing on, in this moment, what do I notice feels better? And here's the thing. You might end up losing some weight when you do that. So the body might end up becoming a bit lighter. And that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. That might actually be closer to the natural state that your body feels comfortable at when you get into alignment with what is true for you. But the difference is that not needing the body to lose a certain amount of weight in order to think that that's what it's going to take in order to feel lighter. So it's kind of like letting the body do what it's going to do. It's kind of none of your business. It's none of our business really what our body does. If you've noticed, it's functioning on its own really well without our involvement. Now, when I say really well, I understand you may be experiencing some challenges, but for the most part, it's doing massively complex tasks as you're sitting here right now watching this without you having to do anything about it. So when we actually kind of get out of the way of trying to manipulate and control our body size and instead come back inward and to pay attention as to what feels better for us, what feels true for us, what feels in alignment for us, our body will reflect that and get into alignment with what works for us. It's just, it might not match some idea we've been conditioned with that says that's what a body should look like. So there's a big difference here. So it's not that it's at all wrong to want to feel lighter. In fact, I'd say it's a natural and normal desire to feel lighter because feeling lighter is our natural state. But again, it's about the feeling, and you can get that feeling without focusing on the weight loss. And I know because I know you've experienced it. I know you've had days when you felt lighter in your body and you didn't lose a pound, and other days you felt heavier and you were the same weight. So the suffering comes in when you need X number of pounds to be coming off the body in order to feel lighter. But then again, even if you lose the weight, you'll still have days when you feel heavier. So it's not really about focusing on the weight loss. What we're really yearning for, what you're really yearning for, is to feel good in you, to feel authentic in you, to feel comfortable and confident in you. And that means being able to be open to all different kind of emotional experiences that come through our lives, but realizing those aren't us, that they pass through us. But it's about really this deep yearning to know the goodness and the worthiness and the value and the okayness of you. And you don't need to be focusing on weight loss in order to do that. And so if this is something that you desire for yourself, I have a lot of resources available to help you with this. So depending on where you're watching this, if you're on Instagram, click the link in my bio. I've got a whole list of resources. If you're on Facebook, I've got a link below, and same for YouTube. Check the link below. I've got a lot of different resources that can start you with returning to focusing on you and what feels good to you, and starting to let go of all of these ideas that you've been conditioned with of how your body's supposed to be.